Ladies and gentlemen, tech fans and mobile obsessives, welcome back to the channel. Today we're diving deep into one of the most intriguing, innovative, and potentially game-changing smartphone releases of the year, the Vivo X200 Ultra. Not just a phone, not just a device, but a bold declaration by Vivo saying, we're here to play with the giants. And not only play, but dominate. You see, in a world dominated by iPhones and Galaxies, it's easy to miss the moves being made outside the West. But Vivo is quietly, yet powerfully, redefining the boundaries of mobile photography, performance, and design. And with the X200 Ultra, they're not being quiet anymore. This is a roar. This isn't going to be your average review or first impression. Nah, we're going full documentary mode here. So, settle in, grab your drink, and let's talk about why the Vivo X200 Ultra might just be the most underrated phone of the decade, and maybe even the blueprint for what comes next. Before we even touch the hardware, let's talk about who Vivo is. If you're only familiar with brands like Samsung, Apple, or maybe even Google and Xiaomi, you might not understand the level Vivo is operating on. Vivo is no rookie. Backed by BBK Electronics, the same massive conglomerate behind OnePlus, Oppo, and Realme, they've got both the budget and the brains to innovate fast and take big swings. And that's exactly what they've done with the X series. From the X70 to the X90 Pro Plus, and now the X200 Ultra, Vivo has been on a mission to dominate one niche in particular, smartphone photography. But make no mistake, this isn't just a camera phone. It's an all-around flagship designed to stand tall against any device on the market. So what's the X200 Ultra really offering? Let's talk specs. From the moment you hold the X200 Ultra, it feels premium. Not in a gimmicky, flashy way, but in that cold metal, curved glass, precision-engineered kind of way. The phone is slim, but not slippery. Large, but balanced. It's a device that says, I was crafted, not assembled. The materials? Gorilla Glass Victus 2 on both front and back. Aerospace-grade aluminum frame. And for those wondering about IP rating, yes, it's IP68. So water and dust? Not a problem. And the color options? We're talking sophisticated, matte blacks, sleek silvers, deep ocean blues. Understated, elegant, and clean. There's a certain maturity to the design that says Vivo is done chasing trends. They're setting their own. Now let's talk about this screen, because the Vivo X200 Ultra boasts a 6.8-inch AMOLED display that might just be the best you've ever seen. We're looking at QHD plus resolution, a 144Hz refresh rate, LTPO 3.0 technology, and a peak brightness of 3000 nits. That means it adapts to your usage, whether you're casually scrolling Twitter or playing Genshin Impact on max settings. Color accuracy is phenomenal, with HDR10 Plus and Dolby Vision support. Blacks are true, whites are sharp, and everything in between, vivid, immersive, and breathtaking. For content creators, mobile gamers, or just someone who wants a cinematic experience in their pocket, this is it. And, oh, the under-display fingerprint scanner, it's fast, accurate, and not the cheap kind you find on budget devices. This is a flagship sensor. Under the hood, Vivo isn't playing around. The X200 Ultra is powered by the Snapdragon 8 Gen 4 chipset, Qualcomm's most advanced SoC yet. Paired with LPDDR5X RAM and UFS 4.0 storage, this phone flies. We're talking instant app launches, buttery multitasking, and zero stutter, even under intense gaming conditions or heavy workloads like video editing on the go. RAM options go up to 16 gigabytes, with storage up to 1 terabyte. Yes, 1 terabyte. On a phone, thermals are handled beautifully thanks to a vapor chamber cooling system that keeps temperatures low without throttling performance. Gaming? This phone laughs at mobile gaming demands. Frame rates stay locked. Touch response is world-class. And let's not forget the dual X-axis haptics that give you console-like feedback. This is where things get real. Vivo's partnership with Zeiss is back and better than ever. The Vivo X200 Ultra sports a quad-camera array featuring a 1-inch 50MP main sensor with gimbal stabilization, a 200MP periscope zoom lens with up to 10x optical zoom, a 5 ultravide lens, a TOF sensor for depth and focus. The software? Vivo's custom V3 imaging chip is doing magic here. Night mode is jaw-dropping. Portrait mode rivals DSLR quality. And video? 8K at 30 frames per second, 4K at 120 frames per second, plus real-time bokeh and LUT options that would make a cinematographer proud. And that selfie cam? It's not an afterthought. It's a 32MP shooter with autofocus and 4K recording. Vivo isn't just trying to match Apple or Samsung here. They're trying to beat them. You want audio quality? The stereo speakers on this thing are loud, rich, and spatially immersive. Tuned with high-res audio certification and support for LDAC and aptX over Bluetooth 5.4. It's a mobile audiophile's dream. Battery life? We're looking at a 5,200 mAh cell. And thanks to the Snapdragon 8 Gen 4's efficiency, this phone easily lasts a full day with heavy use. Light users? 2 days, easy. Charging? 100W wired, 80W wireless, 20W reverse wireless charging. You can go from 0 to 100 in under 25 minutes. Wirelessly, the Vivo X200 Ultra runs on Origin OS 5, based on Android 15. And here's where it gets interesting. Vivo's UI has matured dramatically. It's smooth, fluid, and customizable. You get features like dynamic widgets, smart app hibernation, enhanced privacy tools, ultra game mode, Vivo's version of Dynamic Island with intelligent multitasking bubbles. It's bloat-free, clean, and modern. Think Color OS level smoothness, but with better animations and deeper customization. Now, let's put this phone into perspective. How does it compare to the iPhone 15 Pro Max, Galaxy S24 Ultra, or even the Pixel 9 Pro? Camera-wise, Vivo wins in low light, zoom, and stabilization. iPhone may edge it out in color science and video ecosystem, but overall, the X200 Ultra stands tall, if not ahead. Performance-wise, it's neck and neck with Samsung and slightly ahead of Google. Display? Beats Pixel, matches Samsung, outshines iPhone in brightness and refresh. Charging? No contest. Vivo smokes the competition. So why doesn't it dominate globally? That's the billion-dollar question. Distribution, brand recognition, and app ecosystem limits outside of Asia. But technically, it's already ahead. The Vivo X200 Ultra is more than a phone. It's a signal. It's saying that the smartphone war isn't just between Apple and Samsung anymore. The East is rising, and brands like Vivo, Xiaomi, and Honor are building hardware that is not only competitive but arguably better. And if the West doesn't pay attention soon, they might find themselves playing catch-up. Vivo is innovating, pushing boundaries, and listening to what users want. Speed, battery, camera, beauty, value. So here's the real question. Would you buy a Vivo X200 Ultra over an iPhone or Galaxy? Let me know in the comments. If you enjoyed this deep dive, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe for more long-form mobile tech content, and turn on those notifications. We're just getting started. This is the future of smartphones, and you heard it here first. Stay curious, stay sharp, and, as always, keep pushing forward. Peace.